It's very easy to create jobs. You close the borders for our minerals. No mineral is going to leave South Africa. Chrome shall be processed here. The steel shall be produced here. When it leaves here, it leaves as a final product to China.
If you see me in the streets, better holler at me. Seeking for a beat, throw them dollars at me. I don't like defeat, take that away from me. You tryna be like me, you couldn't handle my story. But we gon' let you know, we gon' let you know. We gon' let you know, we gon' let you know.
Hey guys, how you guys doing? You guys good? Thank you for tuning in and welcome once again to another episode of Misterjaay's Reaction. And if this is your first time seeing this face, man, they call me Jay. I'm a Motherlander living in the diaspora, and I drop vlogs every day talking about issues relating to my continent, man, Africa. I'm the son of the soil, you feel me? Now, ladies and gentlemen, this vlog, I want us to look at, there is a video by this South African politicians, man. He goes by the name Julius Malema. And if you do not know who Julius Malema is by now, you most probably have not been following politics in South Africa for the past 20 years. Because this man has had a steady rise from a young age to where he's at today. And he's always stood for Pan-Africanism ideologies. He's always stood for South Africa. He's always kicked against the West and all its trickery and manipulative nature, especially when it comes to Africans. This is a true rebirth. This is Nelson Mandela 5.0. You feel me? This man has never jinxed his word when it comes to situations and things that pertain to South Africans, to Black Africans, and to Africa in general. So we are going to talk about a video, and he explained in this video why Africa is poor. But before we get started, man, please don't forget to hit that like button. Give us that thumbs up, man. Share, and please, I do acknowledge everybody watching me, man, from South Africa, from Nigeria, from Dubai, man, from America, from United Kingdom, Germany, Italy, man, from Barbados, man, from Jamaica, man, from Haiti. Yo, man, it's all love, and I'm very, very humbled that you stopping by. Think about being a part of the family. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this man, in a speech recently, he highlighted some of the reasons why the continent of Africa is poor, why most African countries are poor. So we're gonna watch the video and then I'm gonna give you my take, okay? Let's watch the video.
It's very easy to create jobs. You close the borders for our minerals. No mineral is going to leave South Africa. Chrome shall be processed here. The steel shall be produced here. When it leaves here, it leaves as a final product to China. Because chrome creates jobs in China. Because it leaves South Africa as a raw material. It is raw materials that create jobs. If we can't protect our raw materials, there will never be jobs here. Because raw materials is industries. How are you going to industrialize using which raw materials to create jobs? Only the EFF can say no raw material is going to live here. Why? We have no multilateral agreements with any country. We have not taken money of any country. We are not in the pockets of anyone. We are in the pockets of South Africans. So, comrades, the EFF will do what it says it will do.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you heard the man speak. That was Julius Malema, Comrade Julius Malema. This man who has never ever lost a moment in correcting the world about what and how the world sees Africa. And if you pay close attention, you would see that this man is talking about our natural resources in the continent. They can choose Any African country has a natural resource in abundance. And yes, when you look at the global economy today, man, 40% of raw and natural resources comes from motherland Africa. And we are proud of that. But it's rather unfortunate that, ladies and gentlemen, although having these raw materials, although being in possession of practically every raw material that you can think of on planet Earth, Africa is still poor. And you ask yourself, how come a continent that is so rich in natural resources remains poor? And if you watched, if you pay close attention to the video when Mr. Malema was pointing out exactly how us Africans, we can change this dynamics. You cannot be the continent of raw materials and then you go poor. And one of the most pivotal reasons which we can take out from this is the fact that we lack manufacturing capacities. Ladies and gentlemen, it's true that we have raw material. What good is a raw material to a country if they do not know how to process this raw material from raw material to finished goods? I will take an example from one of the richest men on earth, Mr. Dangote in Nigeria. This man just recently launched and created a refinery. A refinery is to take that raw material and refine it to a finished product. And once you have the power to be able to take a raw material and process it to the finished product or to the final product, ladies and gentlemen, you create enormous job. Now think about this, man. Think about all the raw diamonds, all the raw gold, all the crude oil that is being shipped out of Africa to be refined in different parts of the world. Think about the jobs that they are shipping out of Africa. Take for example, diamond, raw diamond, rough diamond. You take rough diamond, it's just like a piece of stone. And then you take it to maybe to Belgium, man, or to Europe, where you polish that ish. It becomes finished product and the value triples. And it's not just about the value tripling, but it's about the process of taking it from a raw material to a finished products. Jobs will be lost. As Comrade Julius Malema said, the fact that Africans are busy shipping out raw materials to the West or to different parts of the world, we are losing it on big profit margins. A piece of diamond can cost $5,000 in Africa raw. But once you ship it abroad, somebody is paid to polish it, somebody is paid to certify it. And then once that is being polished and certified, you can sell for $1 million. Ladies and gentlemen, there is knowledge in what this man is saying. Let's take for example my country, Cameroon. Yes, I was born in Cameroon. I'm a Cameroonian by citizenship. We have a whole lot of timber, plenty of timber. We ship out timber every now and then. See, they are felling down trees in Cameroon, all over Cameroon, man, to ship it to Europe. And they ship it out and then they produce all type of furniture with it and they ship it back to Cameroon and sell. Now think about the possibilities of African countries having the capacities to convert raw material into finished products. Think about the margin of employment. Think about the number of youths that these African countries can employ and give a way of life to. Because when you look at Africa, Africa has a youthful population. But this youthful population, they lack employment, which is why some of African youths are dying en route. They're going to Europe, the Mediterranean Sea, the Darien Gap. I will keep mentioning these because these are the focal points of some of our African brothers who are leaving the continent in search of greener pastures. Think about the possibility of them staying at home, working. And I know that some African leaders have already started this process of, you know what, a raw material comes from my country. If you want it, you come and create a plant here. We can talk about the Uganda guy. The president of Uganda said, okay, if you want my raw material, come and set up shop here to process it, and we sell it to you at the same price that you would take it out of Africa and go sell it into the world. Look at the situation of the Republic of Niger, where France was stealing uranium at 80 cents and taking it and selling it to the world for 200. Think about the possibility that that could be bought from Africa, 200. Think about the enormous margin of employment. How many people will be employed in these countries? So what I'm going to end this vlog by asking you people is this. If you are from Africa, if you are from a country where there's a natural resource, if all of a sudden that government, that regime, that administration decides to build a processing plant where they can process the raw material to finished goods, are you going to go back home to work? I, for one, I will. If tomorrow the government of Cameroon, which I doubt because for the past 40 years, they've not been able to come up with anything tangible. If tomorrow they create a processing plant to process timber or all the other natural resources found that you can get in Cameroon, bro, I will easily go back and give my own 2 quarters in, and I earn and stay at home. Now, this is the reason why Africa is poor. I want you to leave a comment and let me know which other reasons do you think is viable to say that, okay, this reason is one of those reasons why Africans are poor. As a son of a soil and as an African or as a black living across the diaspora, I want you to leave a comment. I love you, man. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like, and share.
Creation, reaction, God. Big up TRB family. Misterjaay, I see you. I know some artists don't do this. God bless you and your family.